terrible idea because I'm getting super itchy. So I've got a question for you. If you had all your expenses paid for a year, basic food, basic housing, basic transportation, and you're given the opportunity to go back to your original job at the end of the year, what would you do with that year gap? What would ultimately make you happy? Okay. Hold that thought. I'll be right back.
Okay, pick a wish.
I don't know, I don't have one.
Your business can earn $1 million.
Oh, yeah. $1 million business. Okay.
Buy him out a big house.
I recently turned 30.
Damn!
And with every big milestone, I enter what I like to call sensei mode, where I sit on top of this metaphorical mountain and I look back at how far I've come in life. I'm a very introspective person, so much that I record myself often, word vomiting everything that I'm thinking and feeling, and then I'll go back and watch it and listen just to see how my thoughts and feelings have changed over time. But this time, it was difficult reflecting on the big 3-0, and I think it's because I tried to reflect on literally everything. Without dragging you down into this rabbit hole that is my mind, there is one common denominator that I've had throughout all of my life, and that is the pursuit of happiness. It sounds simple at first, but I've come to realize that happiness has levels to it, and I think that I've been doing it wrong for a majority of my life. This right here is a perfect example of what psychologists like to call hedonic happiness, which is very surface level, instant gratification, all about comfort, and the feelings are pretty much instant. Think about hot showers, a nice meal, maybe shopping or hanging out with friends on the weekend. Easy stuff. The next level is Eudaimonic Happiness. Aristotle believed that deep happiness comes from fulfilling one's potential and living in truth. This leads to the growth of virtues like courage, temperance, and justice. Unlike hedonic pleasures, which are fast and fleeting, Eudaimonic happiness is a continual state of flourishing. That's great and all, but how do I live a life of deep happiness? I got you in 3 steps. You understand and spend time developing your personality and enjoying your own company. And you're not afraid to be true to who you are, no matter who you're with and when no one is watching. And 3, knowing why you're alive and being intentional with how you spend your time, your words, and your finances. This is a lot of inner work, and you can't find true happiness overnight. From childhood all the way up until college, I feel that I invested a lot of my time and effort into hedonic happiness. After college, I realized I didn't have much to offer this world, and so I got depressed because I didn't know what to do with my life anymore. I was so used to just chasing short-term goals and short-term happiness that now I really had to focus on what's the next step. I tried to find the fastest way that I could make money in a way that I enjoyed it. And going gig after gig and trying to find more clients and trying to do better things and build my portfolio, all of these were short-term projects which over time developed into something that really gave me a lot of confidence. You would think that that would be it. Oh, you're happy now, right? I fear that I didn't really wake up until last year when I turned 29. Yeah, I had the 6-figure business. Yeah, I had the $1 million house. But I felt like I was just a workaholic. There was no real balance in my life, and I had to start making some changes. So in 2024, I made it a point to really figure out my purpose, my goals, and how I want to lay out my life. I cut my salary in half. I moved out of the home that I spent so much time remodeling. I solo traveled to Europe, and I went on a no dating cleanse. And if you ask me when was the happiest time of my life, I would tell you honestly 2024. Because I made the conscious decision to jump off of the hamster wheel that I've been on for so long and really just think about what I really cherish in this life. I'm sharing all of this because I hope that it helps you find your happiness as well. And I don't mean the hedonic temporary happiness, I mean the full long-term happiness. I'm going to let the other Josh out of the doghouse now and talk a little bit about how I want to spend 2025. And we are back. I hope you had some time to think about how you would spend your year off. I have another question. Why have you not decided to pursue it yet? So this year, I've decided to make YouTube videos full-time because it's something that I've always wanted to do, but always had excuses to not pursue it. Doing what you want to do is difficult because you have to keep account of a lot of different things. What people think of you, what you think of yourself, can you put food on the table? If I find out that I don't like it, at least I could say that I gave it a shot. If I find out that I really do like it, then I did my future self a favor by starting now. That being said, I'll see you next week. Oh! And they'll see you next week too.